Are you looking for the best vlogging camera? In this video, we will break down the top vlogging cameras on the market. Before we get started with our video detailing the best vlogging cameras, we have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out. Starting off at number 1, we have the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark II. Besides the 24 to 100mm 1.8 to 2.8 lens, the camera also retains most of the body of its predecessor, including the 3-inch touchscreen display. The most noteworthy modification the G7X2 boasts is the Diasz 7 processor, that was the latest in Canon cameras at the time it was released into the market. Focusing on its lens, the G7X Mark II beats many of its competitors, with the added range of the 4.2x zoom. However, wide-angle performance is compromised as a result. There is a very noticeable distortion when working with raw images. The camera rectifies this for JPEG files, with quite a bit of distortion correction. When it comes to shooting bursts of still images, the 8 FPS lens will come in handy, especially when capturing sports or dance shows. This may be nothing compared to the 30 frames per second high-end DSLRs offer at 1080p, but it's quite nifty for a point-and shoot. While the G7X Mark II retains the display of its predecessor, it gives even this feature a slight twist, the ability to tilt the screen 45 degrees or downwards. You will be grateful for this modification when you need to compose in bright settings. The display is bright and can bend further than the one on the previous model, but some may feel that this doesn't quite make up for the absence of a viewfinder. The absence of 4K tech will be a bit of a downer for those hoping to capture ultra-high definition footage, but YouTubers looking to capture crisp videos on the go will be happy with the 1080p video the G7X2 offers and its highly portable body. At number 2, we have the Canon PowerShot G9X Mark II. This model of camera places in the center of Canon's lineup of point-and-shoots, which has been relatively revamped. Being an entry-level version in comparison to higher-end cameras in the G series, the G9X Mark II compares to higher-end point-and-shoots from yesteryear, including large sensors and numerous other features. During image testing, this point-and-shoot camera excels, with a familiar feel about it that reassures the user of its durability. In a crowded point-and-shoot camera segment, this camera is one of the better choices you can make, as it's reliable, compact, and produces excellent images. In hand, this camera feels like a quality product. Its handling and build are top-notch, with rubberized panels both on the rear and front for the purposes of aiding in the grip. A strap to your waist is still recommended though, for a hold that is secure. The rear panel is not large, leaving little room for buttons, such as a 4-way directional dial, and the LCD screen measures 3 inches. Navigation is achieved by the use of a touchscreen, which is responsive and quick. This screen, however, cannot be flipped forward or tilted for shooting selfies. Canon omitted an electronic viewfinder, as there isn't space for one. The top panel of the camera features a dial that gives the user access to semi-automatic and manual shooting modes, for those with more creative photography inclination. Also featured on the top panel is a flash that pops up, as well as a zoom control ring, circling the lens for those that would rather not utilize the top panel's zoom ring. At number 3, we have the GoPro Hero 7 Black. Being physically identical to the Hero 6 Black, the other major changes are its black color paint job and its audio-improving redesigned microphone. Software-wise, there are several new features. These include video livestream capabilities through a smartphone to sites such as Facebook, Time Warp, which is a new time-lapse effect, and Hypersmooth, which is an improved image stabilization feature. Although lacking in new imaging improvements or shooting modes, it does offer exciting upgrades that should be useful to old and new users alike. Stability enhancements alone will save hours of footage that would have otherwise been discarded. Still, the picture quality is also improved, with the addition of live streaming capabilities for the social media conscious. Additionally, the Hero 7 launches with an identical price out of the box to the previous generation Hero 6, meaning the impact on clients' pockets is non-existent. The Hero 7 Black's new Hypersmooth image stabilization feature is achieved electronically within the camera. In terms of the level of improvement, Hero 7's Hypersmooth feature is markedly better than the Hero 6's image stabilization, and much more so than Hero 5's. GoPro claims stabilizing images electronically is advantageous due to the software being able to achieve more movement than physical lens movement. The GP1 processor found in the Hero 7 uses predictive analysis to power the image stabilization powers of the camera, preempting serves while keeping images free from unwanted jitters and jerks. It is undoubtedly a great improvement that will save a lot of images and footage that would otherwise be discarded. All this is to say the GoPro Hero 7 is the social age's first all-action camera, built with sharers and posters in mind, with its smooth video and live streaming capabilities. At number 4, we have the Panasonic Lumix DMC GX85. A lot of work has gone into ensuring the Lumix GX85 produces sharper images. It comes with an improved 49-point autofocus system, and without the anti-aliasing filter that has compromised sharpness in images taken with previous Panasonic models. Thanks to the fast autofocus, you can lock onto subjects faster, and the GX85 is said to be better at keeping track of moving subjects than its predecessor. Even in very poorly lit surroundings, the camera's autofocus works effectively. The shutter lock, which causes blurring in the GX8 and other mirrorless cameras at slower shutter speeds, has been dealt with by the GX85's electromagnetic shutter. This gets rid of the occasional vibrations by the traditional spring-activated shutter, while also making the camera quieter. Some would-be buyers would be wary when they see the GX85 comes with a 16-megapixel sensor, a seemingly downgrade from the 20-megapixel sensor in the GX8, but it's really a case of the difference being the same. The raw image files produced by both cameras are more or less identical. In fact, because it does away with the optical low-pass filter, the GX85 images offer better per-pixel sharpness. There are 22 built-in creative filters that you can tinker around with and combine to produce interesting effects on pictures. You can work on your raw image files with these and other onboard photo editing features and have the results in JPEG format. The GX85 outshines its older sibling when it comes to ergonomics. It is lighter and smaller. And for our final pick at number 5, we have the Panasonic Lumix G7. This camera further endears itself to users with a compact, no-frills, ergonomically tuned body. Its design more or less mimics that of a full-on DSLR, making it easy for pros to adjust to using it. The controls and shutter buttons are well placed and easy to reach, but more particular users may gripe about the SD card slot at the bottom of the camera. You can attach a microphone to the camera via the connector in the multi-interface hot shoe to match quality sound to the Ultra HD footage. Being able to shoot still images and capture footage in 4K with a camera at the G7's price point is one of the camera's key selling points. A unique tweak to the G7's use of 4K video is that you can expect high-resolution photos from the video footage. Hold the shutter release button down for 2 seconds and get up to 68 megapixel pictures. Speeds of 8 FPS can be achieved with the G7. Many of these images will be in focus as the G7 boasts a faster focusing system than its predecessor. Panasonic says that the G7 can half the focus time of the G6, thanks to depth from defocus, which helps the camera see the right focal points faster. Contributing significantly to this speed is the Venus engine that has a quad-core CPU. Another area where the Lumix G7 registers a major win is the display. Vloggers will fall in love with the high-resolution 3-inch display that tilts 360 degrees. With this fully articulating display, you will be able to ensure that your video footage retains in focus and within the frame, avoiding nasty surprises when you play it back. The beauty with this display is that it comes with a highly responsive touchscreen. The G7 draws mixed reactions when it comes to its compact body. While some feel it is plastic, lightweight, and lacks premium appeal, others will be grateful to have a DSLR-like shooting companion that is much more portable. So that sums up our top vlogging cameras. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.